Доброго ранку, шановні українці.
Good morning, dear Ukrainians. Plans for the work of humanitarian corridors for today, March 30th, 2022. 3 humanitarian corridors have been agreed for evacuation of Mariupol residents and delivery of humanitarian aid to the city of Berdyansk, delivery of humanitarian aid and evacuation of people from the city of Melitopol, as well as for the passage of a column of people on their own vehicles from the city of Energodar to Zaporizhia. Formed convoys of buses and trucks with humanitarian aid have already left the city of Zaporizhia. We demand that the occupying forces abide by their commitments and pass the humanitarian columns through their checkpoints. On the way back to the city of Zaporizhia, people on their own vehicles will be able to join the humanitarian columns from Berdyansk and Melitopol. At the talks yesterday, the Russian delegation received proposals on the organization of humanitarian corridors to the most affected 97 settlements in Kharkiv, Kyiv, Kherson, Chernihiv, Sumy, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, Luhansk, and Mykolaiv regions. Today, we will continue to work on receiving responses to these proposals. Unintended detonation of ammunition occurred in the warehouse of the armed forces of the Russian Federation in Belgorod, Russia. This is an example of the typical Russian neglect of safety and the widespread use of World War II dangerous ammunition. Only yesterday, the Ukrainian General Staff warned of the threat of self-detonation of ammunition, as Russia has set up a huge warehouse full of it near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Russia must withdraw its troops from the Chernobyl zone immediately. In the context of nuclear security, the irresponsible and unprofessional actions of the Russian military pose a very serious threat not only to Ukraine, but also to hundreds of millions of Europeans. We therefore demand that the UN Security Council take immediate steps to demilitarize the Chernobyl exclusion zone and establish a special UN mission to eliminate the risk of a second Chernobyl nuclear disaster that might occur as a result of the actions of Russian occupation forces. In the evening, I will inform you about the achieved results during the day. We work together to win. Everything will be Ukraine.
Разом до перемоги. Все буде Україна.